Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. As a data scientist of 2030, how is your role evolved compared to how we work today in 2025?
Wow, that's a great description. First up, thanks for having me. And the way you described me to be a data scientist of 2030 is quite innovative. So I'm happy to respond. By the way, that's a great question that you ask. Think of it this way: the core of our role has shifted from building models to orchestrating AI ecosystems. By 2030, models are largely commoditized and self evolving through AI driven meta learning frameworks. My focus is on curating ethical AI pipelines, ensuring data governance, and leveraging autonomous AI agents that collaborate across disciplines. The human role is less and less about writing code and more about driving strategic outcomes. What I mean by that is aligning AI systems with business goals, regulatory landscapes, and societal needs.
Fascinating. How do you think about data today, considering the explosion of sources and volumes we predicted?
Oh, that's a great question again. Thank you for asking. So here is my take on this as an evolved data scientist in 2030. Data is no longer a static asset. And the thing is to say, it is a dynamic currency. So we operate with what I call continuous contextual intelligence. Data streams from IoT, quantum sensors, and even synthetic AI generated data sets flow seamlessly through real time pipelines. So our challenge isn't collecting data anymore, it is ensuring its actionability. So by 2030, data ecosystems are, to my mind, self cleaning, self validating, and even capable of driving semantic meaning without human intervention. So the human role therefore involves setting the parameters for trustworthiness and relevance, but at scale, that's going to be the biggest challenge in 2030, as I see it.
That's incredible. What kind of tools and technologies do you use that we wouldn't recognize today?
Wow, that's an incredible question, too, my friend. Let me try my best to respond to this. One of the game changers is quantum enhanced AI, to my mind. Models are trained and deployed on quantum computing frameworks, which allow us to tackle problems in optimization, combinatorics, hope I'm getting the pronunciation right, and cryptography that were once intractable. Another is neural code synthesizers, which write and debug their own code in real time, often in language we didn't develop. I also rely heavily on holographic data visualization systems. Yes, you heard it right. Holographic data visualization systems, immersive environments that enable stakeholders to interact with data intuitively in, 4D spaces.
That's a significant leap. How do you measure the success of a data science project now? Is ROI still the key metric?
Hmm. The question is the ROI a key metric? Okay. Let me make an effort to answer because it's a tough question to my mind. You know what? We're talking about 2030, and myself, as an evolved data scientist of 2030, would respond it this way: ROI has evolved into ROM for abbreviation, stands for return on model. You heard it right. ROM, return on model. So by 2030, we evaluate success not just by financial returns, but on the broader impact of AI systems, environmental sustainability, societal equity, and of course, long term adaptability. ROM, return on model, considers not just immediate outcomes, but also the resilience and ethical footprint of the AI itself. So we built frameworks to audit AI continuously, ensuring models remain relevant, unbiased, and aligned with evolving human values.
It's clear that ethics plays a bigger role. How do you ensure ethical AI at scale?
Oh, my friend, ethics is going to play an even major role in 2030. Ethical AI is embedded at every layer of this ecosystem. Yes, we use autonomous governance agents, AI watchdogs that monitor other AI systems for bias, compliance, and unintended consequences. These agents operate independently and are trained on global ethical frameworks co-designed by interdisciplinary teams. Humans' role involves mediating between these agents and the stakeholders, resolving conflicts where trade offs between profitability and the societal impact arise.
That's deeply insightful. One final question. What advice would you give to a data science of 2025 to prepare for this future?
Here is what I strongly recommend everyone: embrace adaptability and cultivate interdisciplinary expertise. Technical skills are table stakes, make no mistake about it. But you know what? What differentiates you in 2030 is your ability to think critically, navigate ambiguity, and align AI with broader human and organizational goals. Focus on understanding systems thinking. That means how data, technology, and people interact as part of a complex whole. Finally, prioritize ethical reasoning as much as technical depth. The best data scientists are not just engineers, they are strategists, diplomats, yes, diplomats, and architects of the future.
Thank you for the insightful responses and your time.
Pleasure is mine.